You're choking. In the dust-choked depths of an ancient Egyptian tomb, 1200 BC, as a stone slab crashes down, sealing you in eternal darkness, with the pharaoh's curse gnawing at your lungs. Scorpions scuttle over your skin, poison from a hidden trap burning like liquid fire through your veins, while the gold idols you clutched mock you from the floor. Treasures that promised riches, now your tomb mates. Jackpot haul? Wrong. Just a fool's end in a booby-trapped hellhole. Screams echoing off walls as life fades. Legendary adventurer? Nah, just a grave-robbing chump, caught in history's deadliest game. Let's rewind to your gritty origins, because life as a Tomb Raider wasn't Lara Croft thrills. It was a slog of sand, secrets, and supernatural screw-ups. You're born in the 1230s BC, squalling in a mud-brick hovel along the Nile's banks in ancient Thebes, where the river's flood brings life and the desert's edge whispers death. No pharaoh's palace, your dad's a lowly laborer who moonlights as a grave robber. Mom's a washerwoman, scrubbing linen stained with the sweat of pyramid builders. First gulp of air? Thick with papyrus smoke, fish guts from the river, and the ever-present stink of donkey dung. Idyllic Nile vibes. Fun toddler frolics, right? Wrong. By age 4, you're scampering barefoot through reed marshes, belly rumbling from flatbread that's more grit than grain. Famine hits like Ra's wrath. Nile floods fail one year, crops wither. Your baby sister swells with river fever, skin hot as forge embers, fading away in mom's arms. Buried hasty in sandy shallows. No marker, just crocodiles lurking nearby. Dad drowns sorrow in date wine at the tavern, staggering home with wild eyes, muttering about cursed gold. Gods rule everything. Amun, Osiris, Anubis, offerings of bread scraps to jackal-headed statues, but they seem picky when plagues nip at heels. Your first treasure? A scarab beetle amulet Dad found, stolen from a minor tomb, he says, but whispers call it bad luck. Tragedy strikes at 6. Dad caught mid-raid in a noble's grave. Spear him like guards, spear him like a fish. Body dumped in the desert for vultures. Mom sells you to a shady uncle, a seasoned raider, to pay debts. Chains, tears blurring her face as chains clink on your wrists. Your cargo now, traded like a bad omen, family shattered. Village kids taunt, grave rat, throwing stones, leaving you alone with Nile ghosts. Survival's your birthright, not baubles. The curse of sticky fingers starts early. By 9, innocence is buried deeper than any sarcophagus. Uncle hauls you into his crew, a ragtag band of outcasts in hidden Nile caves, walls dripping with moisture and secrets. Dawn cracks over the river. You're up, learning the ropes, literally, tying knots for descent lines into shaft tombs. Quiet as set shadow, Uncle hisses, teaching you to chisel hieroglyphs for clues, fingers raw from sandstone practice. Training's brutal. Crawl through mock tunnels, tight as a cobra's coil, claustrophobia clawing your throat, dust choking lungs like dry bread. Fun explorer camp? Wrong. Slip and drop a tool? Uncle's switch wax legs, stripes burning like scorpion stings. Noise wakes the Ka spirits. Afternoons, study traps, pressure plates, falling boulders, disarm dummies with sticks, heart pounding as stabby McPitfall nearly skewers you. Learn herbs for scorpion bites, bandages for cuts, self-med school in the sands. Gods get twisted. Pray to Thoth for wisdom, but fear Anubis's judgment. Raiding dead desecrates Ma'at, balance. Isolation hits. No pals, just crew roughnecks. Greeks, Nubians, sharing flatbread, swapping curse tales. Crushes? A village girl smiles during supply runs, heart flipping like a bad omen. But Uncle warns, love's a trap deadlier than any tomb. You sneak her a stolen bead, guilt gnawing, gift or grave goods. Winters endure floods, hiding in cliffs, reciting incantations to ward mummy curses. Summers, scout Valley of the Kings, mapping shafts under moonless skies. Fail a drill? Extra hours dangling in pits, muscles screaming. You dream of big scores, pharaoh gold, but reality's endless prep, body your tool, fear your shadow. You're 18. First real raid hits like a sandstorm. Uncle's tip, a freshly sealed noble's tomb in the cliffs. Crew descends ropes into darkness, torch flickering shadows like dancing demons. Heart hammers. As you chisel the seal, Pharaoh's cartouche cracks open, air stale with embalming spices and decay. Loot flows, gold amulets, Ushabti figures, jars of oils. Your share a handful of Debon, feeling rich as Croesus. Victory tastes dusty sweet, like stolen dates around the campfire. Crew toasting, to the gods' blind eyes. You're a pro raider now, hyena of the necropolis, specializing in Theban tombs. Life's rhythm, scout by day, raid by night. Fence goods to shady merchants in Memphis markets. Marry at 20, a fellow outcast's daughter, tough as leather. Her dowry a set of chisels. Kids come quick, sons for the crew, daughters for herbal lore. Peak perks, status among thieves. Whispers call you Nile Ghost, evading guards like mist. Explore deeper, hit a Middle Kingdom cache, silver scarabs piling high. Wealth buys a better hut, Nile fish feasts. High moment, breach of Vizier's grave during New Kingdom boom. Tut like treasures, gold mask gleaming, crew hauling sacks under stars. Feel invincible, God's wink, curses myth, jackpot grave grabber, kinda, harems, nah, loyalty to wife, but flings with market girls spice runs. Bonds form, crew like brothers, sharing mead, scars comparing like war wounds. Ra seems to smile, omens good from bird flights. You're 35, legend in the shadows like Ali Baba. Tales say you robbed Ramses' kin, dodging curses with amulets. Raids peak, Valley of the Queens. Women's tombs loaded with jewels, less guarded. Lead bigger crews, train newbies in trap disarms. Hearts swelling as sons join. Wealth piles. Hidden caches buy land scraps, bribe officials to look away. Social climb. Fence to nobles craving artifacts. Dinners with smugglers over spiced lamb. But shadows lengthen. Injuries accumulate. Falling rock crushes foot, limp creeping like a curse. Guards tighten post Akhenaten chaos. One raid goes south. Trap floods shaft, drowning a brother. Blood pooling in water. Guilt stabs deeper than chisels. Doubt nags. God's wrath real? Mummies wake. Illusions. Or illness from tomb mold. Family strains. Wife begs quit. Gold's not worth ghosts. Son scarred from scorpion sting. Peak fades. Competition rises. Rival crews ambush. Knife fights in dunes. Lose an eye to a blade. Stabby McEyeball. Vision halved. Isolation deepens. Trusted mates betray for bigger cuts. Paranoia like tomb air. By 50, sands shift treacherous. Tomb security amps. New Kingdom pharaohs booby trap heavy. Curses inscribed, death to desecrators. You're crone-aged, joints creaking like old ropes. But greed pulls. Big score whispers. Fresh royal burial, crew descends. But trap triggers, poison darts fly. Gas chokes lungs. Escape barely, but curse hits. Fever ravages crew. Buboes swelling like bad omens. Tomb bacteria or Anubis's bite. Sons die wheezing. Wife accuses your greed killed them. Poverty nibbles. Cash is raided by rivals. Bribes dry up. Isolation crushes. Village shuns cursed one. Wandering deserts, scavenging like a jackal. Die around 55. Fever in a cave, alone. With stolen trinkets mocking. No pyramid for you. So, you delved depths, grasped gold, only to grasp at ghosts in curse's clutch. Treasures turning to dust in your grasp. A life that could have shimmered with discovery, dimmed by darkness and despair. Potential buried deeper than any sarcophagus. What if one seal had stayed unbroken, one curse unheeded? A raider's rush reduced to regrets. Echoes in empty chambers. Ponder that as your light extinguishes.